Let me see if I'm live. I'm not sure I'm live yet. You are live. It's saying that I am live. Wait, let me make sure my layout is right. I want to be able to have two people on here. Um, my layout. mm, Yeah, it's going to be like that. Done. And then I have a guest. Come on, open up. Anthea, add to the stage. Let me see if she can come through. I'm trying to see if it's streaming. Oh yeah, it's showing up. Hey,
Hey,
wait a minute. Wait, you over there looking like what's his name? Wife Tamala Manning. What's her name? Tamala
oh,
Manning. Is
man.
that her name?
Yeah,
Yeah.
baby.
Can you hear me?
I can hear you real good. Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you. I'm just trying to make sure my volume is high enough. So today, um, oops, I just went out. Wait a minute. You come back on. What happened?
I'm trying to find it in the.
Can you see me? Wait, it's gonna come back on. I don't know what happened, but
I can see you.
my whole okay. There we go. You can't. You can't. Okay, there you go. Okay, so it froze for a minute. Wait, now I'm moving. Now I'm good. Okay, so I'm streaming today from um an app that will allow me to be on Facebook and YouTube at the same time and Instagram. So maybe this will work. So I'm gonna give everybody some time to share and like. Maybe this will work. So I'm gonna give everybody some time to share. I need to turn this one down because I can't hear myself. I'm talking too much. So give everybody some time to share with others um, the page. And Anthea, you can go ahead and introduce yourself if you want. I know everybody know who Anthea is, but yeah.
Well, hello everybody. I'm Anthea, and I'm honored to be here. I like doing this.
Okay.
I like
Um,
this.
so I'm Chilita Faye. I used to go by Chilita Perkins, but now I am vamping myself. Um, for not just the fact that I'm taking off my married name, but the fact that pretty soon I'm gonna be doing a lot of things, and I don't want to have to keep taking off married names. So I'm going by my first and middle name. Chilita Faye is everything for me. Um, I got my middle name from my auntie. Right now, she's in the hospital. Everybody, pray for her because she's going through some things in her body. And I want you to keep her up in prayer um, until she gets better. So, tonight, we will be talking about divorce, accountability, starting over, trauma healing. A lot of things come along with divorce. We'll start with the divorce. Both of us. Well, I know I've completed my divorce, and Thea's going through hers. So, um, let's talk about what it takes to even decide that you want a divorce.
Wait, before you go there, why don't I see that on Facebook?
Huh?
Are you streaming live? Because I don't see it on Facebook.
It's on Facebook. I can see me on Facebook. I'm actually, if you like refresh your page, you can see you on Facebook. I can see me on YouTube. I'm actually looking at myself on Facebook right now.
Oh, my phone.
Huh? Can you
On
see
leader
it?
on test.
Huh?
Are you on Facebook?
I'm on Lita Perkins. I'm on Shalita Wrights. I'm on um YouTube. The Unlocked Chess. I see people sharing it.
Well,
I'm just
that's
trying.
good.
Yeah, I'm just trying to see how we can actually
Can you
share
tag
it
it?
ourselves. Huh?
Can you tag it to me?
Okay, I'm trying. Let me see. So I'm actually here, live chat, more like the overview. The unlock chest, live event, um, save post, edit, move, pin post. It's not showing me where I can share it though.
And you're
That's
in the unlock tab.
huh?
You're in the unlock tab.
I ended it.
You're in it.
I am.
This is crazy.
Yeah,
Okay.
I'm trying to see because at first when I was playing around with it, I actually saw people coming on. You know, I actually said I'm seeing myself on YouTube too. So I'm
Okay.
actually on YouTube. I'm actually on Facebook. I'm actually on all my pages. So this is
Okay.
crazy.
It'll come when it's supposed to. Yes.
No, because I'm not seeing the people come through like I want to.
Hmm.
Does that make sense?
Yes, because you have to invite StreamYard. Did you post it on the
Yeah,
application?
it says it's in my groups. Okay, so I went to a chat forum. Let me see.
Yeah,
Make
because
stream steps. Don't worry. Make your stream public to see. When streaming to your profile, Facebook sets the privacy to friends only by default, even through StreamYard. Asking to make okay. So follow these steps. So let me make sure that we are not blocked. Yeah, we're good.
Okay.
Everything is
Well,
public.
as long as
So
you're
I'm
seeing,
huh?
I said, as long as you're seeing it, that's fine. Oh, and now you're gone. Come back. I cannot believe this thing is done. And it's showing live. Oh my God. Come on, Facebook.
Yeah, I see it now. So it had me going to my page regularly and then take the post and change it to public. So I just changed it to public and then let's see if anybody starts coming in and then we can go from there. It gives us like 2 hours to talk anyway. So,
See it
um,
now.
huh?
I see it now.
See what?
I can see us now.
Oh, you can share us too now.
I am
Yeah.
sharing.
Yeah. So I'm sharing Messenger. We are on. We are on. We are on. So come in. Come in. Come in. Just give us a few minutes, everybody, while we are sharing. See, yeah, they're coming through. I'm starting to see people coming through. So we're streaming for the first time today. So give us a few minutes while we invite people out. Yeah, give us a few minutes. I'm inviting a whole lot of people.
I shared it. My page is open.
Yours is open.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Let me see. Just give me a few minutes, everybody, while I am going through and sharing. I am sharing. I am sharing. Oh, we're streaming for the first time, everybody. We're streaming for the first time. So give us some time. Yeah, let's see. So I'm sending out a lot of invites right now. I see. Oh, I see three people on. How are you? I'm not seeing you yet because I'm actually still just sending out invites. Um, Sometimes I wonder if I deleted people, why are they still on my page? This is
Sometimes
crazy.
what format you use if you delete or if you take a break from.
I
But I
actually blocked
mean,
them and they're still showing up on my feeds. Like it's crazy.
hey,
So
Chris.
you see, Chris, you see people? I
Mhm.
can't see people.
It says there are 5 people on, but I only can see Chris.
Oh, you can only see Chris. Okay,
Hmm.
so
So those are your
I'm
friends.
steady invite people. Hello, Chris. How are you? That's my oldest son, y'all. We're steady inviting people out. Please invite Chris. Please invite. Share, invite. Um,
Shit. Oh,
Share a like, invite, share. Send separately. I want to share here. Let me
it's
go here
on.
to my story. It's actually allowing me to share on my story. Um, Let me see. Friends.
I can share it on my story also.
So you're sharing. So we got like five people. If you can see us and hear us, this is the first time we're streaming live through different sites, YouTube at the same time, couple of Facebook pages, Instagram. Hopefully, I can get it on Twitter. I mean, TikTok too. But right now, we're streaming from four different places today. So, thank you all for taking the time to come in to view the Unlocked Chats, which is on Monday nights. I thank you for coming. I'm about to start doing it every other Sunday with Solomon if he's still interested in doing it because everybody likes for him to be on. They
Mm.
want to hear a man's point of view with things. So, um, right now we're doing this one. So hey everybody, I actually cannot see everybody who has come on, but we are live. We are showing on Facebook like regular, so people will see it. um
Yeah.
they will see that we're on here and they will start coming on. So the first thing we want to talk about is what we were talking about earlier. We said we were going to talk about divorce, accountability, starting over, and trauma healing. I kind of, the little questions about all of it that we talked about, Anthea, we could put them in those topics. But let's start with divorce because me, I am divorced. Anthea's going through one. um, let's talk about what causes and what starts the process of you even wanting a divorce. People start, to me, I feel like that, you kind of see the red flags where you're not getting along, you're not agreeing anymore. And if you have went through counseling and things like that and you still can't agree, people say you shouldn't get a divorce. You should always try to work it out first, work it out. But what if the partner doesn't want to work it out? What if the partner feels like they're missing out on something? What if the partner wants other partners? I mean, are you willing to just say, okay, well, let's just try everything just for the sake of staying together? Or is it better just to let someone go so they can experience their own freedom and do what they want to do since they think the grass is greener on the other side, or they think it's better? Just let them go on and do what they need to do because you've been married for a decade anyway. Let them have the other decade with somebody else, right? What do you think?
I do think that you have to exhaust all the possibilities. I think that it's crucial to seek counseling. I don't know why counseling is so taboo in a lot of communities, but I do think it's vital to seek counseling. If you're in church, you definitely want to seek your pastors and let them help you to navigate because not every pastor is going to counsel you, so they may send you to others. If
Right.
you have therapy at work, you take advantage of that. You get a good amount of sessions free of charge. But
Right.
here's you have to do the work in the counseling. The
Yes.
counseling is going to show you, when I say you, I mean it as a euphemism, me, him, her, him, her, the ugliness that we bring and we behave like in this marriage, right? And if you're not willing to see you and you're always doing this, it's not going to work. It's not going to work. You have to
Right.
first work as a trying to. You have to, after that, after being willing to counsel, willing to change, willing to admit that you're falling short somewhere, and then you get some help and you apply the help. And then guess what? You got to have a perspective of being that person new and give them some grace to mess up. You got to give them the grace to
Right.
mess up, whatever the mess up is. And then, after you've exhausted it, I don't know how long that takes for some. It's been a good long process for me. One failed divorce, like literally didn't go through and it was just a whole bunch of mess. And they said Maya Angelou said he would tell you who they are, believe them. I just like to say, Holy Spirit reveal them to you, then you see who the person is, and you decide from there if you want to remain in that course, and if you're willing to
Right.
see how this person is. But certain things will deal breakers.
Okay. Okay. So with divorce, let's talk about well, we say you had a question, Anthea. You said, why aren't men willing to seek counseling? Now, I can say for my experience with divorce, I did try to seek counseling, and because my ex-husband and I were already pastors and we did a lot of counseling ourselves, he didn't feel that we needed to get counseling because he felt like we do counseling. Why not just try to fix it ourselves? And everybody sometimes need counseling. And so he wasn't willing to get counseling because he felt like I counsel people. So why should like you be listening to somebody else? I don't know why other men don't want to get counseling, but I know why my ex didn't want counseling because that's why. That's because he felt like he was a counselor already. Why get counseled by somebody else when I already know how to counsel? I can fix it myself.
Because every leader has a leader in every capacity, on the job, everything.
Yeah.
Even the CEO and owner of a company has to answer to whether it's his banker, whether it's his accountant, whether it's his financial advisor, whatever, whoever.
Yeah.
Every good leader has a leader. And
Exactly.
when you're counseling and trying to surrender yourself to be counseled, that ain't going nowhere. It's not going anywhere. Because you are
Right.
developing mindset. Mine says, and he is honest and says, he doesn't want anybody to tell him what to do.
A lot of people don't. A lot of men don't want. They
Then
don't want you.
you can't exist. You
Yeah.
can't exist. This is not we don't own this world. There's nothing that we can do of our own that's not in some form or fashion accountable to somebody else. Right? So you
Right.
can't exist. How do you exist without being told what to do?
Right. That's true. So, in the same thing, do women want counseling, or do we just want a pity party? Some women just feel like, oh, me. But some women really do need counseling because we actually can be a bigger problem ourselves. Because, like even in dealing with a new relationship right now, you bring in a lot of baggage from the old relationship and little things that trigger you, like that person did that, so this person definitely is going to do that or worse. You know what I'm saying? So you have to be really careful thinking that the person that you're with now is going to do the same thing to you that the other person did, just because they might have wore green, or because they make their food the same way, or because they move the same way. It does not mean that they think the same way, right? So at the same time, a lot of women, they go to counselors, and I went through 7 years of counseling before I got a divorce, and I thought, hey, I'm good because I went through the counseling first. After, and it was easier for me to let my husband go because I went through the counseling. At least I thought. Now, I'm saying, okay, I have no issues. Everybody like, girl, you shouldn't date. You should wait. You should. No, I'm good, because I went through the counseling for 7 years. Girl, I went through the counseling for 7 years to release someone, but I still didn't go through the counseling for 7 years of the traumatic things that happened to me during the marriage or during my life period that I need to deal with. It's so much stuff you have to deal with after coming out of a relationship with somebody for a long time. You know,
I agree.
that's crazy.
One thing you talked about is what about the women in terms of like them wanting to go or not. And I agree. Sometimes we put the pity party. When I went, so I was done, and then I was let us counsel. And in my mind at the time, as a believer, I was like, that's him, because he ain't living like like that's what he's supposed to, like the way that I
Uh-huh.
was supposed to live. And so what happened in counseling for us was that I got just straight told and called out. I got exposed. My
Right.
disposition, my haughtiness, making them feel less than because, well, I'm the believer and I'm this and I'm that. And even without realizing that some of my talents and my skills, just naturally, like, because I'm administrative. Well, that's because that's what I've done on my job. And so I would
Right.
say to him, like, well, can you do this? And if you can't do this, but I can do this, then, why you mad that I'm saying we should do this? Who wants that? So that's when somebody is made to feel less than a person. And I'll never forget
Right.
one time we were on here and I talked about us, emasculating a man. And then Solomon had mentioned that we can't do that unless the man loves us. And that's the one thing that I think I disagree with him about. I think that we can get to the point where we do that until the man makes the decision to go outside to somebody that's going to accept and validate his manhood. Now, he doesn't want to, but he does. And so we go sometimes looking for the validation of all the reason why I am like I am and do what I do, and be as wrong as I don't know what. Wrong.
Okay.
Wrong. So when I was shown me, then I began to shift. Well, I couldn't shift by myself. It took both of us. And unfortunately, he wasn't going.
Okay. Okay. So, but do you think we need counseling, or do you think
Yeah,
this is something you think somebody else could sit on the other side and tell you how to run your life?
I think that what the person on the other side does is share information with you, and you have the responsibility, just like with work, job, family, everything else, to apply, to weed it out, to determine what will work. If something what aggravates or annoys you, then I need to work
Right.
in this area. I never think that people are just trying to tell you what to do, even if they are. There's always
Right.
some validity in the information that they're sharing because they're only able to share from experience, right? Whether it works or fails. So,
Exactly.
yeah.
So, what are the things that we need to consider when having when getting a divorce? Because some people, they are so selfish, they don't think about nothing else but them.
Yeah.
um you think about that. I would say the number one thing is children, but you can't make that a priority because some people won't get a divorce because of the children. And I believe that with my ex, we stayed together longer because of the children, when we could have been happier being apart years ago. You know what I'm saying? But because of the children, it's like we got kids, wait till they get old enough to understand. And even when they're older, they still don't understand, because right now, like, even I am dealing with my older children saying, oh, that was toxic, or I'm not talking to neither one of you all right now because of this or because of that. And you just like, okay, we waited till you was older and you still having problems, you know?
Mhm.
So what do you do about that?
Well, I like that you said the children do have to be considered. I do think that if you have smaller children, that you don't wait it out necessarily, but you might figure out a way to include them in sessions outside of you and the spouse. They may need counseling also. I think it is of vital importance. I don't care how horrible, and I'm speaking from a woman's perspective. I don't care how
Mhm.
horrible it is. Do not be condescending and belittle that man to your children. His
Yeah.
behavior is going to speak for himself.
And
Itself.
that's a big
And then
thing, guys.
say
That's a
again.
That's a big thing. Women are so quick to dog out their ex-husbands,
Mhm.
or I mean, men do it too.
Men
I'm
do
not
it
saying
too.
I'm putting you off the hook, men, because you all do it too. But women
Absolutely.
are so quick to turn the kids against the husband, or
Yep.
speak against him, or the kids see her crying and then they hate the dad or whatever. So we had a rule in our house where, if we were going to argue, we never let the kids see us argue. We go in the room and disagree about it. I'm in agreement all day long right now, but when we're going to talk in the room about what I wasn't in agreement about, or what he wasn't in agreement about. And at the same time, you have to think about that, because children actually, they kind of play sides, manipulate, or feel like, oh well, mom was the person that did this and or needed this, and therefore we hate dad, and it might not even have been dad's fault. I know a man right now who just died, went to the grave
Mhm.
holding his wife's secret. His daughter could have saved his life and gave him a kidney. She didn't want. He had 5 or 6 kids. Everybody was tested except the youngest one, and
Mhm.
she hated him because he left her mom.
Bless her
But
mom.
the mom cheated, and she was on drugs, and she was doing all types of stuff, and nobody knew about it but the husband, right? So at the same time, the husband, just like, I'm not dealing with this no more. I want a divorce. He gets a divorce based on all the stuff that the woman was doing, but the kids looked at it like he leaving mom. So now he's dying and need a kidney or something. You know what I'm saying?
Mhm.
And he can't even ask his younger daughter, take a test to see if you can save my life, because all the other kids did. But she don't want nothing to do with him, and she might be the one that can save his life. So he ended up dying, taking her secret to the grave, when really he divorced his wife because she was out there on drugs, doing all types of stuff.
And so my question would be, why didn't he sit down with the children and the wife? There's accountability to be had on both ends. You
Yeah,
you you can't. I'm not. I think we make the biggest mistake thinking that covering means that I'm supposed to cover your sin. That's not what I'm supposed to do. Covering means
exactly.
that we come together. Again, we introduce the option of counseling, and we get some help so then we can turn around and talk with our children, not at our children. They're not dumb. We're not just busting at them and telling them this. No, we
Exactly.
have to have accountability and then be honest. So he basically died in a lie, couldn't get
Yeah.
help from his daughter. And then who involved the kids to the point where they hated him so, where the younger one, rather, I should say, didn't even want to get tested. Like,
Yeah.
if she was old enough to give a kidney, then she was old enough to see her mother's behavior. She told.
A lot of them don't know that people are on drugs. A lot of them don't know that the dad was out sleeping with 15 people. A lot of people, a lot of parents keep stuff secret. And the kids don't know that the mother was a liar, or the dad was a liar, or somebody was cheating, or somebody, they don't know, because they did shelter that and leave it. They make it a priority not to argue in front of their children and do all of that. So the kids don't see the real nothing. All they see is mom and dad getting ready to get a divorce. They going at each other's head, what's going on, da, 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 da. But you don't even know why. And I understand that most parents don't sit down and talk to their children about stuff, but that's the thing. Should we? Should we
Yes.
go, okay, dad is a hoe, that's why I'm leaving him. Mom is a liar, that's why I'm leaving her. No.
And that's when the wisdom of God comes in. That's when some good counseling helps you. You don't go and tarnish, diminish, belittle, and emasculate or destroy the femininity of another person. You get some help to learn how to articulate, because you're going to communicate to those kids out of your frustration. And it is not fair. One thing I don't do with her is I don't say to her, "Oh, he this and he that." I don't do that. Although I've been accused of doing it, I don't know why.
Right.
I'll encourage you. Call your dad this week. You talk to him. And so sometimes I decide now, well, since she thinks that that's what I'm doing, then you go ahead and think that. And then I don't say anything. And when she asks to call, I'll say, absolutely. Can I call my grandma? Absolutely, you can. You know.
Right.
Or
So
there are
it's
times,
important. It's important
yeah.
not that you have to boost up. It's an echo when she speaks. They say it's an echo when you speak.
Oh, I don't know. I don't have sound on anything.
Do you have your phone up and your
No,
turn down one of them?
phone is muted.
Yeah.
My phone is muted because I'm
Okay.
not in Facebook Live. I'm in the StreamYard Live.
Okay. Yeah. Maybe that's what it is.
Is
But
your
yeah,
phone volume up?
I got a laptop, phone, iPad. I got all these things running, but everything
But
is
do you
muted.
have the volume? Oh, okay. I don't know.
Yeah.
Should I go out and come back in?
No, just keep talking. I'm pretty sure um it'll feed its way. Am I echoing, Naomi? Am I echoing too? So let me know if both of us are echoing.
I don't hear an echo for you.
Oh, okay. It just says it's an echo when she speaks. So no, she said I'm not echoing. So um let's just make sure that all of your other devices are turned completely down or
There's nothing.
on.
Mm-mm. iPhone
Yeah.
is muted and the iPad is all I'm on. Let me see if I can turn the volume down. How about this? No, I can hear the echo now.
You hear echo?
Hmm. Let me mute me and come back.
You muting yourself.
I don't
Okay, so while she's muting herself, guys, we're right now talking about divorce and when to decide when you want one. Because I've gone through a divorce. My friend, she's going through one, the steps that you need to take to get one. All cities and all states are different. Some states require you to go through a whole bunch of counseling before you get a divorce. Some states won't even allow the divorce unless you stay married a whole nother year to see if it works. And then some states just give it to you right away. So I feel like I'm echoing now. Are you?
Naomi, is the echo gone?
Yours is gone. It sounds like I'm echoing now. Let
I
me
went
mute
in
me.
settings. I went in settings and then I went to audio and I unchecked the thing that says echo cancellation and selected reduce mic background noise, stereo audio, and automatically adjust my mic volume.
Okay, so can y'all hear us? Are we both echoing or am I the one echoing?
You're echoing.
Because we're just now starting it. Now you said you went into settings and what?
Thank you, Naomi. She said mine is gone. So go into settings, slide down
Uh-huh.
to audio.
Okay.
You in audio? You is echo cancellation clicked? Is it checked? Uncheck that. And then check reduce mic background noise, stereo audio, and automatically adjust mic volume. Those three I have checked. I don't hear the feedback I had before either. I'm so glad. Thank you, Naomi. Hi, Kelsey. Hey, Naomi. Hey, Chris. Who else is on?
Trying to
Hey,
figure
Ronnie.
it. Am I still echoing?
Not
I
to
feel
me.
like I am. Because I wasn't at first.
I don't hear an echo now.
You don't?
Mm-mm.
Okay, well, let's continue to go. We're talking about divorce, guys. Um, when is it enough is enough? When is it time for a divorce? When you getting your butt whooped, when your eyes are black, when you laying up in the hospital, I mean, what? After
Listen,
the disease,
everybody got
after the first
non-negotiables.
baby.
Everybody got non-negotiables. I'm telling you. And I do not do cheating. You cannot cheat on me, and I do not do hitting. You cannot put your hands on me. Or I'm gonna be like a man and trying to go for it with you. We are not, you're not laying your hands on me and praying later. That is not gonna happen, and you're not gonna cheat on me. Those are my non-negotiables. I have dealt with abandonment and allowed return. I have dealt with a lot of things. Actually, one of the things I always joke about is I know he called me some names, but never to my face. So he had non-negotiables too. But you have to get to a place where you find enough value in you, even oh, she dropped y'all, so she'll be back. This happened the last time. You have to get to a place where you find enough value in you to be okay to be with just you. You cannot be of value to somebody else until you can see the value in yourself. And all types of abuse is hard to break away from: emotional, physical, mental. It is hard, but it is doable. It is not the end of the world. I have known my soon to be ex, whenever that thing can be done, since I was a kid. And we were in relationship, out of relationship. We grew up, we married other people. That one cheated, his cheated, he cheated. I didn't cheat though, but because for again, it's my non-negotiable, right? But I probably was stinking ugly because I hated to be wrong. I hated to be told anything, just to be challenged about something that I was doing, because I had been single so long. It worked for me. And so I do believe that at some point you have to get to the place where you say the gloves are off. I don't want to fight with you anymore. I don't want to argue with you anymore. I'm not worried about finances concerning if you give, don't give, support if you give, don't give. I believe the law is for the lawless. That's what you put all in your divorce decree. But you have to find value in you in order for you to get to the place of being sick and tired about being sick and tired because you were sick and tired, and you need to make that change. If
Yeah,
you
divorce
are,
is divorce is quick now. A lot of people are not even choosing to
no,
get
it's
married
not.
today.
How is it
Am I
quick?
echoing? Am I still echoing?
Not to me.
Okay, a lot of
You're saying
people are
it's quick to
choosing
people.
not to even get married today.
Oh, okay.
What? Wait a
I was
minute.
asking if you're saying. She said Kelsey is saying yes. You're echoing.
Why am I echoing so much? I wasn't the one echoing. You were.
I turned my mic thing
Okay.
off. And I turned my volume down a little bit because it was suggested to turn the mic down by Kelsey. So
Okay, I turned my volume down. Am I still echoing?
not to me.
Am I still echoing now?
You came back in the room. Go back in settings and uncheck that echo cancellation thing.
Okay, I'm going back into settings. While I'm in settings, please talk about why people choosing not to get married.
Fear. It's fear. When people say stuff like, "Oh, well, I live with them. What's the use? What's the need for the paper and all this other?" It's just fear. It's just dumb. It's dumb too, as a matter of fact. Marriage is a beautiful institution and covenant, and I will never allow my relationship with somebody else that failed to dictate my next. That's insanity. I'm not doing that. I will be married again, y'all. I'm gonna be married again. Cancer on its way out. I'm getting well. I feel amazing. I went back to school. I'm getting all A's. I made Dean's List and all that. Anyway, but I'm not going to permit that fail mess to dictate my next. Are you kidding me? I'm not going to be afraid. I am enjoying my life, and I want someone to enjoy it with, and I want them to enjoy me and vice versa in it. But I want to do it legally. I want us to set an example that, this institution, this covenant can work even after the failure of the previous 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, depending on who you are. I'm claiming it, Naomi girl. I'm claiming it.
Yes, but what are you cheating yourself out of if you don't get married? What's the purpose of marriage? It's just a paper. But
Can't speak for anybody else, but I am a blood bought believer of Jesus Christ. See my shirt, Coffee and Jesus, how I get down, right? That does not mean that I don't enjoy life. And so for me, being with someone means that at some point we make a conscious decision to enter into covenant where we're saying, as they say, before God and man, that we are attempting to become one.
we're saying, as they say, before God and man, that we
I'm hearing a total echo now. And so for me, that's for me. I'm not, I believe in the institution of marriage. I know that it can be difficult. I know that saying it is easier than doing it. Like we say, easier said than done. But I refuse to compromise my salvation unless somebody hit it or I hit them.
I refuse to compromise my salvation.
No, thank you.
I still
Boom.
see that it's a lot of echoing. Are you still
Yeah,
getting echo?
I was getting
This is
feedback on
supposed
you.
to be better, guys. I am so sorry. This is supposed to be better.
We have to learn it. We got to learn it first. I like
Yeah.
what Kelsey
So we
said.
got a lot of comments down here. Kay says they don't have to when they are already living as such. And then somebody says, claim it, sis. And then Kay says they are giving up everything without the ring. And
Mm,
she goes to say, I agree. And then Kelsey says, people are choosing not to get married because they have settled into being with someone who isn't really, what does she say? Really
man,
marriage
material.
material, but don't want to be alone.
That boom. That's it.
Boom, right on the nail.
Yeah.
People are doing
Everybody is
that.
saying it sound is better now, Lee. So
People are
yes,
doing
that's it. I don't want to be by myself. That's what when you left, one of the things I was saying is you got to see value in you. Yes, I want the marriage again. I want covenant. I want to enjoy someone. I want them to enjoy me. I want to have that family dynamic. But if it doesn't happen, it's not the end of the world. I am never going to set myself up to act like I don't see the big flashing red stop sign in my face for behaviors that I already know that I'm not willing to accept. That's
so
insane to do.
why is it that we just don't get someone we really like and we just commit to each other, but yet we still can do whatever we want to do, making sure that we protect each other, but we can do whatever we want to do? What's the point? We can still do a whole bunch of other stuff. There is no conviction when you're not married. And some people, when they are married, there's no conviction. They still doing what they want to do. That's why so many polygamous marriages out here and things like that, right?
Yeah, because people do what's right in their own eyes. We all do. We're guilty of that. There's a way that
Yeah,
seems right to us. And again, I'm speaking from the perspective of a believer. I can't speak for everybody else. But there has to
right.
be value in you. As a believer, there has to be value in you. As an unbeliever, there has to be value in you. Whatever your belief system, there has to be value in you. And if you're going to just give the milk, the cow away, the milk and the cow, like they say, what they say, why buy the cow when you're giving the milk away for free? Then that's your choice. But then you
So
have to know what you believe, and you have to be convicted. You have to be aware of your own conviction. If you're not
so
convicted by that, then that's a choice. But you know what I mean? When I say you, I don't mean you, but just us in
Kay
general.
says that then that's an open relationship and nothing is wrong with that as long as it is honest.
I don't
You
know how
see it?
honest a relationship can
I
be.
don't know how honest that can be because somebody can get with somebody and say for instance, I'm with my guy and then I'm just like, okay, we got an open relationship. I start messing somebody else and that person get down on me like way better than him. And well, how was it? Is he better? Oh, I don't want you to mess with him no more. You're gonna be
That's
going,
gonna
no,
come up. That's
I
gonna
really
come up.
like him. I really, really like him. So you can be upfront about what you are doing. Yeah, you can, but sometimes what you're doing can hurt other people, and some people just not ready for it. I know a lot of people in polygamous marriages now, or polygamous relationships, or what they call. I wanted to get on the different type of genders today. Because they have heterosexual, sexual, pansexual. They got so many different type of what you can call yourself today. I'm not even
Mm-mm.
gonna get. That's a whole nother topic. You
That's a
know,
show by
the,
itself. You're gonna have another guest, and I'm gonna be in the audience because I cannot.
the honest part is having open communication. She says that's true. The honest part is having open communication. But the thing is, a lot of men can deal with a women can we can deal with our man touching or doing something because it's like, okay, well, he I know that it don't mean that much to him when he's having sex with other people or when he do, because men don't, they really don't have feelings like that when it comes, they just want to touch something, do something different. But us as women, when we decide, oh, I'm a cheat, or I'm gonna go out here and mess with this man, and if he touched me the right way, or I'm gonna get some feelings. It's gonna be a whole different thing. Because it's like women, we're emotional. We feel different, and if we're lacking something, we're gonna get it, and we're gonna take it to heart. So it's kind of hard. Men cannot take that. They cannot take their women being with other people because what if they are lacking in something? What if they're small? What if they don't, they have one ball? You know what I'm saying? Like and the other guy, they just can't take it. So, I just, I would say that that's not equal because they cannot take it. They cannot take it like we can. A
Let me
lot of
tell
women
you,
have forgiven their guy
it's,
for cheating and cheating and cheating. But men, you cheat one time. It's over. It's done. I can't see it.
I don't believe people say that, men say that, or like when men go horn around and things of that nature. If you notice, they have like a group of women that they go back and forth to, right? It's not, and then every now and then maybe a random, but people say that foolishness talking about, I don't care nothing, I'm just hitting it and going, I'm gonna just hit it, I'm gone. No, no, it's not true. If you really examine the behavior, even of the player, as we know from back in the day, they have feelings. Even a pimp got a bottom. You understand? That's the slang, right? It is impossible. We were designed to enter a course with one another. So
Right.
when you enter a course with somebody that you're not willing to be with, that is always going to pull on the next thing that you enter in the course into. It's always going to
Exactly.
be there. And then remember back in the day, the old AIDS commercial, and then they did it for Purell, I think the shampoo commercial, and so on and so on and so on for whoever we slept with and all this other stuff. It's true because you become spiritually and emotionally entangled. Whether you acknowledge those emotions or not is a different story.
Exactly.
And so I do not
Exactly.
believe that. Yes, girl, she said one. I'm crying. Well, I do
Okay.
not believe that. They be like, oh, no, no, I don't feel for that. I don't feel for that. I lie. They lying. And the women are doing it too. We lying. Lying.
He
And the,
lying, talking about we not looking at him or yeah.
come on.
Okay. Everybody, today, what make it so bad? We had a discussion on the live a couple of weeks ago. I think you was on it. And we talked about how the internet access has made it so much easier for people to be able to choose and cheat. Because back then we didn't have all of that. But now you have access to everything, stuff you didn't have access to before. So you can talk to someone in Dominican. Dominica. You can talk to someone over in Mexico. You can talk to someone over in Africa and start a whole relationship with them. You know?
Let me tell you, don't you remember though, back in the day, it was understood as long as the money came home that he was gonna be over Mary's house. Okay? It was understood that
Hmm.
she was with so and so's cousin. As long as again the dynamic appeared to be whole when they got home, as if everybody didn't know y'all was messing around. So the truth is, it's always been deceptive and it's always been depleting and draining. It destroys people. And a lot of times we go out and we do what's been done to us. We don't get counseling and we don't get help. It all comes down
Right.
to the person. Kay
This
said it
is
all
true.
comes down to
This
the
is true.
person's beliefs. If
This is
two
true.
people come
Women, we take
together,
so much. We do.
Heavy
Can you
Hood
hear me?
shows. Yes, I was reading what Kay said. Can you see her comment? She said it all comes down to the person's beliefs. If two people come together and agree to have a certain type of relationship and they are happy, who can define what an acceptable relationship is? I guess basically is to another
Exactly.
person. And that is why I
Exactly.
said I am a blood bought believer of Jesus Christ. That's my perspective, y'all, where I'm coming from. I do not believe that it is the right thing to do to just be together, never plan marriage, never get married, and just be doing you, because at some point, it's going to be depleting and draining. And for me, it's just not the will. It's not the will of God concerning my life or for a believer. Doesn't mean people don't do it. People been doing it for decades, centuries, and will continue to do it more than likely. But that doesn't work for me. It's not enough for me
Yeah.
because as easy as they can leave in marriage,
I'm,
how much easier can they
I
leave
agree.
outside of it?
I'm marriage material. I don't believe in dating every time and crying every time.
Yeah,
Now,
I
whatever I
think the
do in my
best.
marriage bed, that's on me. But
Oh gosh. It's
so
understandable. It's
uh,
understandable.
you said something earlier about what people are doing and all of that in their room. Am I echoing again?
You are echoing again.
Oh my God. I just got it together. Wait, let me find out why it's not. Am I echoing now?
Nope.
No?
Not to me.
Okay, so um, I had a discussion with someone about someone else that's blind. Two parents talking about some children of theirs, and they was doing some stuff in their bedroom. And one parent was like, "Okay, that's just gross. Why are you doing all that crazy stuff?" And the other parent was like, "Why are you even listening to what they do in the bedroom? That's on them. Why are you even judging them? Why are you even telling me? But you listen to what your kids are doing in the bedroom.
Wait, say that again. Listen to the kids.
Would you listen to your child if he came to you, or his woman came to you and started telling you everything they were doing to the bedroom?"
First of all, that's a no. I don't want that. That's a no. My son is a whole 30. I don't need his wife. I love her to pieces. Coming to tell me nothing they got going on, except for if they are dealing with some infidelity, and if they're dealing with, if she might be having some trouble, like and we're talking right. So I love my pastor for this. She's a health
Right.
coach. She's certified. And if they're dealing with some incontinence issues that's health related, if they're dealing with dryness, things of that nature, I don't know what I'm gonna be like after this cancer situation is over, And so those kind of things, that's a different story. Those things we can have an adult conversation, and then that's when we can talk about. Let's get some counseling. Matter of fact, I'm gonna be like, listen, go on Pastor Charles Pure Romance website and see what y'all can get that can help y'all, because
I
it's you and him
cannot,
together.
like,
I don't want to know about other stuff, but if you're having trouble, absolutely, that's okay. Because I'm mature enough to understand you're coming to me
that you
because you
might
don't
need
want
help
to
in that
cheat on
area.
my son. Huh?
I said that they might need help in that area.
Yes, I mean, and then there's a mature way to do it. I don't want to hear about y'all stuff. I don't mind what
Okay, so
all y'all
like,
know.
I had a child talk to me about their sex life, and I'm just like, oh, okay, so y'all do things, okay, and I'm like trying to blow it off. But my ex was all in their business and just da 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 and just making it all bad. And I'm just like, why? That's what they do. They like to do those things. Leave them alone. You know what I'm saying? And so
I
I'm
think
just
that's
like, the only way I could tell her that what she was doing was on her own dime and it's fine was to say that me and my guy do things that I can't even tell you. I can't even talk to you about. So I'm enjoying him. He enjoying me. You enjoy your husband, okay? And let him enjoy you. That's the only way I could put it without getting crazy.
I
How do
think
you
it's
talk to your kid grown about sex, about
the
what they
same
doing?
way
You
you
don't
better
even.
the same way you better talk to them like mine is going on 9, and I share a little of this and a little of that in regards to the act of, because if you don't, somebody else will, and what they share with them
Girl,
is not
the
necessarily going to
stuff
be
that
their
these
purpose.
youngins be doing today.
Listen, all I can say is I think that, and I agree. I read what somebody said. I would make her feel comfortable. Kelsey said, talking woman to woman, absolutely, because I would have to honor the fact that she thought enough of me to come and talk to me about the issue they were having sexually. She got a mother. She could have went to her own mother, but I'm his
Exactly.
mother, and so she came to me to talk to me about the issue she may be having with my son. And if I can help, and if I can direct, I can't tell what to do, but I can help, suggest, and direct, then so be it. So be it. But yeah,
So what I want
that's
to say to parents, don't don't look at your children's relationship, and I mean, 'cause the only way I can explain this, like when your child get married and you're there for them, right?
Mhm.
Then you have another group of parents who might be the groom's parent, they're there for him. But then when they come and they have problems, you're not supposed to take sides. So many parents take sides.
Mhm.
And it's not about taking sides, it's about helping them get through whatever it is that they're going through. But
It's
many
hard.
people
It's
take
hard to do
sides
it
and they so quick
sometimes,
to
though.
tell people, get a divorce.
It's hard to do that because sometimes, not all the time, you do. I agree 100%. You do have to be right up, right down the
Trans
middle, because he's gonna tell you his side. She's gonna tell you her side, and somewhere in between their two sides is the whole truth, nothing but the truth that nobody is telling. They ain't telling the whole truth, right? So, I do think that it's important to try to have that whole conversation, because the thing is this too. Like, I fell into that with my son telling me stuff, right? And I was just like, why don't y'all this and this? The first thing I did say was counseling, though. But after a while, I realized, you know what? That's both of y'all. Both of y'all over there acting like y'all don't even know who y'all are as individuals and just being all kind of silly with each other. And it started to piss me off. And so I
right.
said, well, then y'all should get divorced. Go ahead and
Yeah.
leave each other alone then. Because this is dumb what you're doing. You know this is going to be volatile in her eyes. She knows this is an issue in yours. What are y'all doing? So I look at how, like, open relationships and all kind of just the stupid, just asinine behaviors that we exhibit, and then want to run to the parent and be like, well, he did this and she did that. No, 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 no. You made a decision, so you need to live with that decision, and you need to seek counsel. If you're coming to me to tell me now, my thing is, well, what did you do? What did you say? Why did she say that to you? You know what I'm saying? And in some cases, my answer, this is my question. After the whole, how you feel, I love her and I just don't understand. My question is, what would you like me to do, son? Put it back on you. What would you like me to do? You made a
Wow.
decision. She made a decision.
At
So
the
my
end of the day,
question
they
is,
have to make the decision.
what would you like me to do? Right. I'm not judge, jury, nor executioner. I can't help you. And then you're going to stay in a situation. You're saying I'll use the word volatile because you're complaining, or she's staying in a situation that's volatile because she's complaining. What would you like me to do? So I
Right.
do think,
This is
have
true.
the hard talk. I agree with you 100%. Stay out of, you either
Stay
stay
out of
out
it.
of
Because
it.
the only thing you can do is convince them to figure out what they want.
Yep,
What
because
do
they
you
don't
want? What
want to
type of
do that.
relationship do you want? You figure that out, because it ain't gonna be like me and dad. It ain't gonna be like me and my boyfriend. It's gonna be like how you want it to be, right? So we talked about divorce. Let's talk about
Yeah,
starting over.
comment.
Now I'm starting over. So Anthea, you ain't got to that point
Girl, he
yet.
didn't say, y'all. They threw it out. They threw it out, y'all, because he was not
starting over
cooperating.
Starting over is easy and it's hard. I'll say it's a double bubble. I think it's okay with me right now because I went back to someone who I knew in my childhood, and I know his personality. I know how he is, but he's a whole totally different person now. He can say the same thing about me. You know, we have our trauma problems. We have been married before. We have had, things like that. He has a lot of women hitting on him. I have a lot of men hitting on me. We have choices. We have choice. We can choose to be with whoever we want to be with, but we chose each other.
Wait,
Um,
before you
but
shift,
the
you
thing,
got to
choice.
read these
But
comments.
what?
Kathy said, my friend said she went to her kid's father's mom and told her that he was hitting her for not washing the dishes. His mom his mom said that she said, the mom said, you should have washed the dishes then. Toxic. And then she said, therefore, she said she pressed charges the next time he hit her. Would have the first time. And so here's the thing. His mother got abused clearly, and she accepted it and thought it was supposed to be a part of how the relationship worked, right?
Exactly.
Like Tina's mama. Okay? Like Tina Turner's
It's
mama.
okay to
No,
hit. Just get up and do what
baby.
you're supposed to do then.
And then Don said, baby, he wouldn't hit nobody else, praying for her. Not a
That's the only
soul.
thing
I'm
you
telling
can
you.
do. Because when it comes to abuse, when you have to be like that, then there's no need to be together.
No.
There's no need to be together.
Emotional, physical. No. It's no. It's not. Why are you with me? So now it's just usury. I'm just convenient for you when you want to hit it, or you just want to have whatever character you're looking to have when you're doing what. No, no. Mm-mm.
Right.
And the mother told her, "You should have washed the dishes. I'd have politely collected me and my kids, vacated the
So we
mother
got a whole
house,
nother hour left. So
and
we're
I
gonna
would
talk
have
about
been."
accountability. We're gonna talk about starting over and trauma healing. So starting over, I'll just put it like this. It's easy sometimes, depending on where you're going. And I really believe it's hard for people when you get with people that you just now meeting and you really don't have a history with them and you don't know anything about them, so you have to really get to know them. I think it's just as hard with people that you do know and they have changed. And like I said, me and my guy, we're totally two different people that we were when we were younger, but yet it's still a side of me that's there that he remembers, and it's still a side of him that's there that I remember. So at the same time, we gravitate to that and we work on whatever it is that we need to work on, because both of us have been hurt. Both of us have been hurt really bad by, significant others, whoever we were with. And people have trauma from, or what you call, not hiccups. I'm not gonna even call them hiccups. You have things that trigger you. So a person doing something a certain way, you be like, oh, they're gonna do the same thing such and such did to me. And they might not even be trying to do that. That just might be the way they eat their food. They not gonna stab you with a fork like the other guy did. We might just be eating his food. You know what I'm saying? So at the same time, starting over is hard, but you have to have patience. You have to be willing to have patience with the person that you are with. But if you're starting over with somebody new, it's kind of really hard. It's hard when you don't know the person, because it's like learning someone all over again.
Yeah,
And
that's
I think
right.
I think I think I took the easy way out because me and my guy kind of know each other already. But if it was somebody new, I don't even think I would be able to date, because it's just like I don't have time to learn you. I don't have time to figure out your whole life. You know.
Think about what you're saying though. Basically, what you're saying is if you didn't know him, you would, because of your past experience, limit yourself to even being bothered to be with somebody. So you're allowing the past trauma to dictate your future happiness, because we have to put the work in. So last time we talked about putting the work in for yourself. Like the last two times, really, that was a big focus.
We talked about
So at this point, I'm not going to permit someone from my past that I left dictate any portion of my next in any capacity. I'm
right.
willing to do the work to shift me, and I'm willing to do the work to permit you to shift you, and for us to see if it can go somewhere. And if it can't, be mature enough to say, I really was concerned about how this would look, but it's not this or this. We just don't seem to be, meshing, coming together. Oh, she dropped again. I don't know what's happening, y'all, why she keeps dropping. Give her a second, she'll be back. And you all are at liberty to put questions in the chat if you desire. Chilita absolutely loves to address questions. Um, Feel free to do that and ask, comment, share, chat, whatever you need to engage, by all means. Let me see if it's coming back. I'm just waiting for her to return. I don't know why that keeps happening. I see that you said, okay, have the conversation. Absolutely. Have the conversation. Talk to your kids. Talk. I don't know what's wrong with us when it comes to communication. Okay, she's saying that StreamYard actually is kicking her out. Are you able to get back in? Let me try to text. One new comment. Yes. I like that. We waiting for you. Come on, Lee. Oh, y'all, what is happening? Boy, the enemy don't want this out, do we, y'all? Don't want us to talk about what's really happening, what's really going on in relationships. Mm, mm, mm. Don, you still here? Oh man, you all, what is happening? She hasn't even seen the text. Come on, Lita. It's saying join the conversation. What is this? Join the chat. Connect your YouTube account. No, I don't want to do that. Hey, you done with children's church? Yeah. Y'all had a good time? Yeah. Ooh. We played treasure hunt. You did? Yeah. What was your lesson about today?
My lesson is that sorry, my neck is hurting for some reason.
Your neck or your throat?
Like my throat, yeah, the inside of my throat for some
You
reason.
need some soup.
Probably.
What's the lesson about?
The lesson was about that we were still talking about idols and that we should not disobey God, and how the people of Israel kept and kept and kept and kept disobeying. And then they sent an angel called a it's a weird name. I forgot how to pronounce it. But he sent an angel a message and telling the people of Israel that how they're acting is stinky.
It's stinky.
Yeah. Stinky.
Come on, Lita. I love it.
Did you just get it alive?
No, we're waiting. Chilita keeps getting kicked out. I don't understand what's happening.
So I'm back.
Oh, quiet.
I gotta figure out the it
You
keeps
want to say hi?
knocking.
Come say hi.
Hello.
Okay.
So yeah.
Hi, Miss Chilita.
Hey, how are you?
I'm good. How are you?
I'm good. Say hey to everybody.
Did you say hi?
Come on,
You already.
Hi.
Okay.
You see me?
Okay.
Yeah.
So why are you getting kicked? What's happening?
I don't know why I'm getting
Now
well,
you
it's
see.
because I'm just
I
trying to
think what
figure
we should do, what we might need to do maybe Saturday or something, is get with a few people that normally come on, like see if Naomi, Kelsey, Don, even I think your cousin was on, Robbie was on, and Kay,
yeah.
and let's do see if we could do some kind of dry run with the StreamYard and find out what's happening. Cause sound keeps going or we end up echoing, then you keep getting
I just
kicked.
switched to my iPad and it sounds real good.
Now you're echoing again.
I am.
It's gone. It's gone.
Okay, so let's talk about it.
Oh, that totally froze.
You
Okay, what are
know,
we talking? So you were talking about starting over.
yeah.
But I do want to ask you something because you use this phrase a lot. And I never asked. So I'm going to ask what exactly is trauma healing? And what is the difference between being healed from trauma versus trauma healing? Is there a difference?
Okay. Um, we talk about trauma. You think about been through something traumatic. What was it that happened? What do you remember about it? Um, the experience, do you remember before, during, or
Oh,
after?
wait just now.
Don't. Can you?
You going
Am
in
I
and out.
still? Let me go to my end and correct it from this.
Can you
Okay.
mute StreamYard and just go through your phone?
No, I'm not in my phone. And
Now you're gone. You're muted. Mute. I can't hear you. I can't hear you. What? Okay,
you
talk
still
now. I heard
taking cancellation. Am I still echoing?
No. So you unchecked echo cancellation?
Yes.
Did you check reduce stereo and automatically?
You told me to go for more, or
Just
just go
so
automatic.
out of those four boxes, only uncheck echo cancellation.
I did uncheck echo cancellation.
That's good right there.
Okay. So trauma healing. People go through some traumatic, and they need sometimes psychiatric help, sometimes um, going out, and really don't even really realize that it has taken over their life. Like someone who has been molested, and they just okay, I forgiving the person, or I haven't talked to the person ever, and they feel like it's a story, but they don't realize that they roll every day with other people because of them. Like when you were a child, that's, that's traumatic. Or you got smacked in the mouth with the wrong word. Traumatic. So as you go, you start teaching everybody else about saying the wrong word. Because now you be others because you were you. That's what we're talking about when it comes to trauma healing. It looks like the body comes down out of a heightened arousal. I go through a lot. My guy talking about I took you off the list. He told you. I'm so glad you talked out because I have some things that I've been through that makes me feel like you have to go over the edge. Somebody has to really be like, girl, it's going it try another way. You know what I'm saying? To
Yes.
myself. You know? So trauma can come in different ways. It can come from different things. It can come from a whooping, come from being raped, it can come from yelled at, upside the head, told to sit at the table and you eat every piece of that food and
They
you
want
sit
to
there
play.
overnight. You go sleep at the table and you sit there in the morning.
Wait a minute, Shalita. Somebody, Kelsey is saying, turn your volume down because it's echoing very bad, and I can't really understand what you're saying. It's unbearable. Robbie says it
Can
don't
you hear me
sound like
now?
that to me though.
It's still echoing. Okay, ladies, this is what we're gonna do. I'm gonna come out and come back into Facebook Live. We have some big discussions we want to talk about, and this is really getting on my
Do
nerves.
you want us to
Come
end
back
out
in.
of
Give us a second.
StreamYard and just go on Facebook Live?
Now I'm just gonna go on regular Facebook and have people just
All
screaming
right,
until
I'll
we
come
figure it
out.
out.
Y'all come on back now.
All right.
All right.